All right, we're at Exponential 2011. We're with Damian. Damian's planning a church in
Atlanta, Georgia.
They're going to go live September, October, probably September.
Yes.
And Damian, tell us a little bit about your story, how God's brought you to this point.
Well, I grew up as a street kid in New Jersey and never knew that God had plans for me, never knew that there was this Holy One that loved me and wanted to make me a part of His story. Came crashing in at 16 years old, met Christ and wanted to see what I can do. So I started making a difference in my high school and in my community, and we actually started making a difference right where we were. Went to college, started doing the same thing, and by the end of my college career, I saw roughly 10% of the campus coming together around the purposes of Christ.
Amen.
And I've been serving college students and loving on college students for the past 12 years. So now my wife and I were going to plant vertical church in the city of Atlanta, right near the campuses that we came out of.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about that. You have planters that go in and they plant in context, whether it's an urban setting or a suburban setting, soccer moms and dads, or, you know, like Sean's, for example, you know, into an area that really needed outreach. You're really going into Atlanta to reach college students. That's your background, but talk a little bit about that. I'll let you your heart is.
Well, we're going into the Vine City, West End area. It's mostly college students and under-resourced. It's the under-resourced, meaning most people in that area make $17,000. That's the median income in that area. And then that other population is just college population, and there's been a wall between the two. So we want to go, we want to knock the wall down, show them that the kingdom is bigger than both of that, invite businesses to come back in, and bring people into that community that can help uplift the community for the greater glory of God.
Yeah, we talked a lot about this today. We just heard Matt Carter and Darren Patrick talk about being for the city. And I know you well enough to that's where your heart is. Talk a little bit about, I know you've connected with the Launch program. Talk a little bit about Launch and Mac Lake and that crew.
The thing I love about Launch is they're so relational. They're family. They're more concerned about they're more concerned about you and your success than the success of a ministry. And I love that because it says that as a planner, as a pastor, I'm valued by people that know my journey and not just the output. If you can get 500 people, you get a thumb of approval. Rather than, you know, as a person, if you're a husband, if you love your wife, if you love your son, if you're doing the best you can with what you have, then you're successful.
And Damian, I know you've found a lot of resources that are helpful to you. Obviously, you found Launch, and I know you're kind of grabbing the best of the best, just going around the table. Why don't you share with the planners, maybe somebody who's 12 months behind you, thinking about this, the wheels are starting to turn. You found all the great resources. Where have you found those? And what are maybe 2 or 3 resources you'd say, guys, check this out for sure?
One is definitely the Launch Network, Launch Strong. They're phenomenal. Stadia is also another great resource. Great guys, great hearts.
Fantastic.
Really committed. NAM, North American Mission Board, Southern Baptist, they really, really love church planners and they love getting their arms around church planners. My thing is find who fits you and find who's committed to the vision that you are called to do. And that's the thing. And there's more church planning networks now than ever before, but you want to find somebody more than anything else that believes in you, that believes in your call, that believes in where God is taking you, that's not just interested in what you're doing, but who you are.
Damian, I'm going to cut you loose here, but I know you have a book that you've written. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that book?
Oh wow, my book is called College Impact, Empowering Collegiate Christians for Campus Influence, and it's all about helping college students become missional. College students, I think, is the most untapped resource in the college arena. Why? Because if you can get a college student fired up and on mission, they will be on mission for the rest of their lives. Now here's the caution. On the front end, you don't see a lot of return because college students don't have a lot of money. But that college student who's tithing off of roughly $13,000 a year is going to be making $60,000, $70,000 a year. And they will be able to add to your church, but bigger than that, that college students will then begin to go into their corporate job and be missionaries on a corporate job. That college student who has no attachments will leave and go to the foreign mission field. They will be the ones to impact the world. And I've been saying this, if you reach the campus, you'll reach the world. And that's what College Impact is about. Not only college students coming to a college pastor, but going out and being Jesus on their campus.
That's right. So Damian really has a heart for reaching the college students in the context of a church, not a parachurch organization. Those are great.
They're awesome.
But you really want to see these people coming and becoming, you know, fully devoted followers of Christ at a church while they're at campus. It's not a place to take a break from church. It's go and get involved.
Absolutely.
So, and you love connecting with pastors that have the same vision.
Absolutely.
How can they reach you, Damian?
I can be reached at Damian at DamianLBoyd.com. Once again, Damian, D-A-M-I-A-N,
Right.
at DamianLBoyd.com.
Right.
And that's where I just love to love on college pastors and pour into them and share my insights and learning.
Yeah, so there are a couple of you guys out there that are thinking about going into the college context, college setting. Be sure and connect with Damian, and you guys go on the journey together. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.